What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing well. So today we are so back, and yesterday we were so dead. This is the life of a crypto investor right now, and there is nothing in between. Okay, between doom and a gloom, and one day people are slightly more up because of the fact that crypto is green again. Guys, there's a lot of manipulation happening in the market. You know, these people shorting $50 million, $60 million worth of Ethereum have insider knowledge. Unfortunately, until crypto is heavily regulated again or has good regulation, these things will continue. But that's not the problem. I'm going to tell you today why I think the market is manipulated, and it's all about the tariffs. So let's have a look at this. And it's very smart. I mean, if this comes off, it's brilliant. So spoiler alert, it has nothing to do with the cartels, especially tariffs on Mexico. The US government has a $7 trillion debt coming or due in the next 6 months. All right. They will have to refinance this. Now, the Trump administration does not want to obviously refinance at the current rate, which is plus 4%. Very smart again to not wanting to do that, especially if you got the 10-year treasury yields hitting up 4.8% this year, which is very high. So how do you bring the 10-year yield down? Well, markets need to signal weaker growth, and then you've got the Doge strategy has to be effective. Of course, we're starting to see that on unemployment data, and especially with government unemployment insurance claims. In addition to that, they need to see a decline of interest rates. Now, where do we go from here? Now, one way to do this is by creating mass uncertainty, which is what exactly the tariffs do. The tariffs can slow down short-term growth, spook the markets, and push investors out of stocks into bonds. Sudden demand for bonds drives yields lower, which is obviously makes the US government a better deal for refinances. Now it all makes sense. Absolutely makes sense. Precisely, this is what Trump administration wants in the short term, a way to reduce financing costs by engaging in market conditions to justify lower interest rates. And of course, that is genius if they are gonna pull that off. But what does that mean for us? Well, in the short term, guys, there is a real fear that the stock market will be heavily corrected, right? And there's no going around this. And crypto is very much an asset that is completely attached to the stock markets now. And I do believe we will see monumental dips as and when it rises. So there is no short-term kind of, I'm going to win in the short term, and in the long term, I'm going to enjoy the pumps. Now, the pumps will come. However, they've got to kill the market first. That's what conventional wisdom is. And if you look at for example, the SPX here, it's always traded near all-time highs, right? So a correction to this 4,000, 5,000 level is possibility. And that's one way they can achieve what they want to achieve. Having said that, guys, in the background, you've also got this massive meeting. 25 of the most important people will be at the Presidential Working Group for Digital Assets. And of course, they are building all of this not to destroy crypto, but eventually crypto will move forward. Having said that, in the meantime, we have to deal with insiders and we have to deal with massive market manipulation. So the question is it all over? Have people lost their wits? Now, I can tell you right now, even in my own group, there's people that just literally, they lost a lot, and I feel bad, but that's what investment is. You know, you either hold or you pass the gains to somebody else. And in the meantime, what am I doing? Well, I'm looking for good projects, right? Good projects in the top 100 has been my main focus. And I've so far identified several key projects which I hold, which I've told the majority of the people to consider DCAing into. Having said that, based on some entries that we've got here, some of the stuff is up, some of the stuff is down. You're always going to get that. All right. Now, considering there's always this debate that we've sold or we're waiting for 100x. I'm not calling a single project, and I've never done sitting here telling people, especially in this situation right now. Yes, in a different climate, yeah, we call for higher X's, but that's everybody does that. Essentially, we'd be lucky if we get consistent and focus on a number of consistent 10x's, and we will see 20x's. Like, for example, Aerodrome Finance at the current levels is a potential 20x bet there. You know, you've got Kaspa here to $1. You've got SUI here hitting $20 plus. So it is a possibility. These prices are not to be taken literal because they are dynamic. And I am happy with the spread of altcoins that I have, focusing on the likes of Reploy, which is showing tremendous strength at the moment. I'm looking to buy just only quality dollar cost average into quality projects and block out the noise. I am different in the sense that I do believe multiple cycles. This will actually continue to be one hell of a big cycle, followed by a huge cycle later in the decade. But we're not looking forward that much ahead. But I am in crypto for the long run. If everything came back to zero today, and so the bull market ended, I will still continue to buy crypto because I do believe the next time we get this right, it's going to be life-changing. It doesn't mean that we haven't got it right so far. I've got countless winners here, like Toshi, you know, Sturdy, Peanut, Pinlink. We've had some great winners. Where the issue has been is some of these low cap gems in the portfolio that haven't done well so far. So learning from that, blocking the noise, making sure you buy assets that are really within your investment strategy. That's what I've been doing, and that's what I'm going to continue to do. In terms of the crypto market cap, the total the total crypto market cap, you know, from well over $1 trillion down to 839 billion. Total market cap is 2.8 trillion, total 839 billion. And then you've obviously got US dominance here, sitting at around 61% with a view. Potentially, this is what on the daily. Let's have a look at the two-day chart. Yep, Bitcoin dominance is going to wind up once again over the month. I think we should at some point start to break down here, and we can see we are printing the candles that we need to print. Not looking that great or that strong over the long term. Ethereum dominance, guys, under 10%. I mean, this is a ridiculous ETH BTC ratio, but at the same time on the weekly there is a sign of life that we should see the eventual reversal. Okay, so overall, congratulations to Hedera as well. Hedera just had a grayscale ETF, and that is a great news for Hedera holders, and there are more ETFs planned for cryptos. So what do we do now? Where do we go from here? Friday is going to be sell the news event, most likely. Could either pump us, but nobody really knows. Overall, we are in a macro. We're in a bigger issues with the economy. Until that settles down, I'm here for the long run, and I'm not going to change my stance because people want me to sell my bags right now. I have no interest in doing that. Like I said, entered SUI early, entered Kaspa early, entered some of the projects that are up early, and some of them we could have taken profit, but we haven't had the chance to do that. What you need to do, markets are forward looking, so should you. Position yourself for what you can and DCA into your projects as and when you get the opportunity, guys. Nobody has to do what I'm doing. Everybody's independent. You do you. But it's just so tiring hearing people talk about the same old thing. Yes, we're all down. Like, I've got one portfolio that went from $114,000 to $20,000. Fair enough. It happens. Personally speaking, it's happened to me. So listen, no one has a crystal ball, but one thing is very clear. Block the noise. Don't listen to these doomsday people that say nothing's going to happen in this market. And 1 minute, you're doing 10 exits and you're a genius. And everybody says, oh yeah, great job, man. Next minute, oh, it's your fault. No, it's not my fault. It's not my fault. Yes, I admit to taking the chance to be brave enough to put my own predictions out there, but it's not financial advice, guys. Get on with the program. But for the majority of you in the game, block out the noise and get what you can while you can, so you can have one major exit finally and call this game, at least rest in the bear market and come back for one more time. All right, guys. Anyway, I hope you find it useful. If the video is any useful to you, smash a like, and I'll catch you on the next one.